Okay, she doesn't have full foot here. Let's see. She's missing her feet, but you never know.
This image is great.
Yeah, you see here she did it.
Yes.
She did it.
It did good here though.
Yeah.
Strange.
But here, look, I'm missing something
Oh.
here. So I want to show you then something with this one. Look at that. It's called Triple 3D, and it creates 3D models. And look, here she is.
Oh, that's fun.
It's not perfect yet, huh?
This
But
is so cool.
and look here. Hold on, I'll move that. She's walking.
It's fascinating.
She's running,
Oh, that's perfect.
and she
This
even
looks like the PlayStation 1 version of Lara Croft.
yeah, even better. Where she? There you go. Look, whoop! Awesome, isn't it?
You could make a game with just these animations.
Yeah, you can because you can. It's made. You can download them and everything. I've made this one, which looks really good, like Guac Zone. But this one I cannot rig it because it doesn't recognize the the animal.
Oh, nice. Auto rigging. You no longer
Yes,
have to make it. This is so nice.
yes, but at the same time the other rigging is not that great, and I will show you here because you cannot change. So it's another picture of her. So this is the original picture, and up when she walks, you will see the hand. Okay, and if she runs, she's like melting. And what happens if she dives? Takes time to dive. There you go. This looks so weird. Still, I mean, we're just at the beginning with this. So imagine
Yeah.
what you will have when you will have high quality. It's already quite impressive because right now you cannot. So you can see here the skeleton, the rig, but you can't change it. If you could, for example, add in the rig the fingers, which it doesn't, it just puts till the hand, then you would have much more control. But probably that if you download the file, you will have the rig in Blender or something like that. Or then you can just adapt it. But it's actually a very nice tool, Triple, and it's you get like for free like 500 credits, so you can try several times. That was my original try with Layla. What I found nice here is that the tattoos appear nicely. A bit dark, but still we see all the tattoos in belly here.
It
But
only messed up really on the face.
yes, it still has difficulties with the face. It's actually the most difficult part because don't forget that the photo is 2D. This is the image.
Yeah.
And it doesn't. If we could put both sides, like the profile and face profile, etc., then it would be much easier for the program to create a 3D model. But here it's only one. I only put the forward face. That's all. But actually, I think you can add different pictures because if you go on Triple here and you create, you can add multiple images. So if you have different sides of the person, you should be able to make something good. Let's see this one. Someone else did this one. This one is nice.
Yeah, this
And you
one's
see it.
really nice.
So my guess is that someone already added several pictures of this one. So the quality, there are less details, but still look at the back. It's really nicely done. You really see, the muscles and everything. So yeah, I think Tripo is actually great to create. You create an image, on Midjourney or whatever of a character, and then you just make a 3D version of it, and it goes quite fast actually. Yeah, I would like to try one of. I've done actually some very nice pictures for Carrie's character. I showed. Oh wait, here. I showed Yu Yang how to do it, and just for the fun, and some characters were really nice. So we can try one. We have her. The one I like the most. She's more dark. It's the same, no? It's twice the same. Let's try this one. It's maybe the easiest to do. Number 3. Up. Then create, cost 25. Not and you get 500 for free. Create. There you go. You see preview. And you have different applications like that to do 3D models. And this is actually very cool if you want to add in your image, because with a 3D model, if you use Blender or something like that, or you have also Photoshop, Firefly, then you can add more effects. Here you have her. Okay. Well, she's missing her eyes. Bad for us. It's not bad, huh? Look.
For a single image, I would say that's pretty good.
It's really good.
Her face came out much better than Princess Leila's too.
I actually chose this one because her face is easier to do. Some other pictures were probably more difficult, but because here she's really face forward, and it seemed to me that it would be easier. So it is, but well, she's lacking eyes. She has white eyes, but for the rest, it's really not bad, huh? And then you print it in 3D, and you have your own comic characters collection. This is actually awesome because when you have high quality 3D printing, you can make your whole Rogue's Heist collection like that.
You could make actual action figure characters
Exactly.
instead of just virtual ones.
Exactly. Totally. You just need the STL file or whatever it's called. I guess you can have it. Yes, the STL. With this, you can print it. And the next generation, my guess is that the next generation, next year, when they will do version 2 or 3, I'm not sure, the quality will be so much better, and yeah, it will be easy to do that, and that will be just amazing, especially for 3D games. 3D games, indie studios will be able to do amazing stuff with it. But my guess is that you can't animate it. Let's see. Yeah, you can't because it's not a full model. But you can if you use Blender or something else.
Oh, wicked! Is that in Clio?
It's the application called Tripo, and this is just done with this image.
Wow. Tripo.
Tripo, yeah, Tripo3D.ai. And wait, I will move this thing here. It takes too much space. And here I can show you another thing. We'll close this one. So, for example, we were talking about Lara Croft. So I have this picture of Lara Croft. Well, with our character Ruby, and with it we created this one.
Oh my god.
Well, it's far from perfect, but it's also already quite nice. And the cool thing is that you can make her walk.
Wow.
You can make her run.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
and even dive.
Wow.
And because you can download it like a 3D model, you can use another tool like Mixamo or something like that to add additional movements. And all
What was
this,
the other program you said?
Mixamo,
Mixamo.
it's called mixamo.com. And there actually, if you have a 3D character, you can animate it very easily. You just select the animation and here, Mesh is another one. Which is a bit more expensive, if I'm not mistaken. But you see, you have also other characters here that you can see. But I don't know if you can animate them. I tried them in the past, but I think they've done some updates. Look, also really nice.
They're
Maybe
clean.
maybe even better.
Mm.
Because in Meshi, you can have high definition already. You can even change the shading. And here you have the texture. So Meshi is, I have to try it again. Okay, this one. But I don't think you can animate them. And
So
again,
it's
all
like
these,
Blender module, isn't it?
yeah. Well, here you just create based on an image, and then you can integrate it in Blender and continue work on it, and then animate or change details. Okay, let's see. If I want to create one, text to 3D. Here you have text to, well, the other one also, but those are the one I tried in the past. So I've done this elf, and yeah, it's okay, but it's the face was a bit odd, and yes, but I think that it has improved a lot. So here, beautiful elf lady in full metal body armor. 5 credits. How many credits do I have? I have 200 credits. Okay, we can try one. Realistic, cartoon, sculpture, PBR. Let's try. Up. Takes about a minute. So imagine that 1 minute to create a 3D model.
Yeah, I know that's absolutely crazy because normally it takes up to 2 hours.
Now, 2 hours for something not that complex either, because you have to create all the textures, etc. So it can take much more time. But here, this is the free version. If you go to the paid version, you can upgrade the resolution of the texture. You have animations actually. Humanoids. Let's see. Wow, it's even rotate.
That's critical.
Okay, this is just rotation, height. Okay, let's keep like that. You can choose the height of the character. Imagine that. I want her to be big, tall. Okay, let's go. That's interesting. Okay, I have to turn it. That's not good. And then offset here. That would be, well, best I can do. Chin. Up. Yeah, that's the problem. You see, she's not well positioned. So, and this is supposed to be the hands. It's supposed to be here. Up. Problem is I can't split them. Yeah, symmetry here. Perfect. That's good. So hop. So actually, this is even better than Chipio. Okay, next. Because in the other one it's done automatically, and here it's done manually.
Right.
And in the meantime, she's creating the other character. So let's see what it does. So here we have different movements. She's walking with a strange sword at the back, but okay. And then you have here funny dancing. Let's go for that.
Oh, that is amazing.
They have a lot. They have much more animation, many more animations than the other one. Here, funny dancing. and then you can download it with the animation. Confirm. Let's see. Those are the new ones. This is the draft. Okay, so here you can see the draft for the new version. So it's very limited details for now. Well, here she has a sword there. This one has the best sword. So you can refine, and then you can choose the richness of the texture. So let's go for high. Price seems to be the same anyway. And this takes 5 minutes.
It's crazy.
And then again, you can animate it with the rest. What do you have here? Display settings. All those in here. Material preview. Then you can download the animation. Refine model to use AI texture editing. So you can even edit, but I think that this is a paid service. So we'll see in a few minutes what it gives us as result. And then you have AI model. Wait, you have Meshi 4. This is a higher. I was busy with Meshi 3. You have already Meshi 4. Let's see the number of poly counts. You can have 3K up to, and here you have the prices. So if you want 3K, etc., you have to pay 16 a month. Okay. Shame that I cannot test it. I would have liked to test it, but I won't pay for now. Then you can have topology, symmetry on off. Well, let's try. I think I cannot do the 4K. Let's try without. No more concurrent task. Okay. No thanks. We'll be waiting. But that's interesting because it means that I was not working with the latest version. So I will have to do it. And then you have text to 3D and image to 3D actually. Image to 3D, I think I will also have to do it. Those were old versions that I tested 9 months ago. So you see I haven't done it for a while. If I take her again, but I don't think I will be able to generate it yet. Generate. No, so I'll wait. Okay, so that was a quick thing for that, and we'll check it afterwards to see the results. This I can close. So before I enter into some details, Sherry, did you have any questions or something that you wanted to see specifically?
What I wanted to see, but we already covered last week, was which was moving the static image into the film department and making it move. Because what I was trying to create, what I did today, was move it into the film and get the background moving.
The background?
Yes.
So you want the front stay static and have the background move?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like a live poster.
Yeah, no, I see what you mean. We need a picture for that. So let's see. What I want at the same time, I will show you something that I wanted to give you an idea of the evolution. So hold on. Pics, work size, bits, between. So just first to show you something before I dive in it, and it will be the same. I want to show you the evolution between Runway Gen 1, Gen 2, and now Gen 3, and the evolution of the quality of pictures at the same time. So this was originally made with Runway Gen 1, a very short video about raiders that you have in the game. So you see the quality as it was in the time. Then I worked on creating a video for the game, which is this one. This was done in Gen 2. The only problem is that when you look at it today, and I've done it like 4.5 months ago, it already looks bad, especially the first half. Okay, especially that now, just by taking this scene and use Gen 3, you get something like that. And this is not the one I'm going to use. So you see, just the image, cleaning it with the new AI, give you a much better render of the characters. But of course, they don't look nice that way, so I have to redo the whole scene. Same with the images that I had. What I was working on is going to become this. Oh, this is one of the reasons I like very much Midjourney to create images, because you can really create styles like this that are very difficult to get with Flux. You will not be, or very difficult. You will have a lot of difficulties getting something like that with Flux. Okay.
Right.
So these will be the new Raiders and the next movie that I'm going to do using those images. So let's try to take this one and make the other characters move, or the sun move. So I will save it. Okay, and I will go to Runway. Actually, I've done a video with it before, so I didn't see it yet. Okay, so here was just saying that the characters are shooting and moving. So you see, he doesn't really move much, and the others are more like running. What does it do here? So it's a bit what you wanted to do, isn't it?
Yes.
So here, what I did, and that wasn't exactly the objective, but the prompt I added was cinematic shot, a dynamic motion. The dynamic motion is really the one that gives movements, and the raiders running and shooting. They're not shooting, but they're running. This is the case. So actually, I will take the image that we just download. That was this one. I really like the colors of these pictures. Oh, by the way, to get the colors of these pictures, I used the PDF that I talked about last time. Remember?
Yes.
So, graphic box, Midjourney styles. Actually, it was the lighting, and I chose this one, and I used golden hour, soft and warm light.
Oh, wait, we can't see the screen if
Yeah,
we're
golden
supposed to
hour.
be able to. We can't.
You guys should tell me when you don't see it. How come I didn't stop
Okay.
sharing? Hold on. Zoom. Okay. Share screen. Yeah. Okay. So, do you see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the picture I was talking about. So you didn't see all the previous videos, or did you see the
No.
evolution? No? Okay. So I will show again. So this is like the would be the new version. This was Gen 1. So this was really the beginning of Runway. Okay. We used this one to create this one with Gen 2. And that was about 4 months ago. Okay.
Wow.
So at that time it looked good, especially the second part when they start move. And here they become a bit better
Wow.
from there. So this
Wow.
was Gen 2, but now it looks a bit, well, a bit old, I would say. So just by putting this video that you saw in Runway and renewing it, you get this, which is already visually much more attractive. I mean, the quality, it's much better resolution.
It's amazing.
It's a big difference, except that I don't like how they look here. So I decided to recreate the raiders with Midjourney. And I was talking about Midjourney because with Midjourney you can really create crazy styles like this, and this will be very difficult to do with Flux. It's not designed for that, Flux. So those are the different characters that I'm going to use now to create the new raiders. So you see what you had. You have even visually with images between now and 4 months ago, it changed a lot. And to get those colors, I used this version from the PDF that I talked about last time, golden hour and soft and warm light. And I put this in the, as you can see here, golden hour, soft and warm light, with at the same time a dark Star Wars style, and it gives me this type of color. Now also something in addition to that is that in Midjourney you can personalize. You can create your own style. How? When you click on personalize, it will show you each time 2 pictures, and you have to choose which one you prefer. And based on that, it will create a personal version for you. And then you can do it in level 2, do it again, etc., etc. And that way, the images will look more and more the way that you expect them to be. And this
So
is
it's tailoring itself towards you.
I'm sorry?
It's tailoring to
Yes,
your needs.
yes, exactly. But you don't have to use it all the time. So you can decide to use the personalization or not. But it's so that those were with personalization. So you see, this is actually, I used the old picture to recreate those, but I find this one much better. And these were created with the personalization also. And yeah, you didn't see this one yet. So this is the back of Sunshine. He will be walking in the videos, and you will be seeing this tattoo on his back.
Okay.
So to get back to the animation, so I was actually saying what you asked is a bit like here. You see here the wind blowing, but the guy doesn't really move, except that the whole scene here, the people at the back are moving.
Yes.
So here actually in the prompt, I wrote cinematic shot, dynamic motion, that's to make them move, and then raiders running and shooting. Well, they're not shooting, but at least they're running. And I hoped actually that this one will be shooting. So in order to have more details, because in this case, they are a group. So when I said that the raiders are running, the prompt considered that they are running and not him in front. Here I have another version. It's a bit the same.
That's cool.
Okay. Those were the other ones that I tried to do. So for example, here, what you can do, well, still it's a cinematic shot, or we can do zoom out, dynamic motion, and then we can have main raider shooting with sniper rifle, and then you have at the back, raiders are running and stand. How would you say the stand moving? And let's say sun moving. Let's see. Okay,
Stand up.
1 second. And dusty, up. Go away. Here you go. So the good thing with Alpha Turbo is that it's compared to the other animation tools, it's very fast. It's really quick.
Alpha 2.
Gen Alpha Turbo. So you have Gen Alpha 3. It's 3. Forget about the Gen 2. If you can use 3, better use the 3. And the Turbo is the fastest one. While he's doing this, I will show you Krea. I was talking about Krea, which is probably, if you're on a tight budget, the most interesting to have. Why? Because if you look at the price, you can pay $10 a month, with this, you can do like 720 images with flux and a very good, very nice ones. But also, since recently, they include videos. And you can do 15 videos with Minimax, 38 videos with Kling 1, 11 videos with Kling Pro. It's still not 1.5, but still. You can make Gentry Alpha videos, 21 a month, and you can make Luma Dream Machine videos. And that's for $10 a month. So actually, it's the cheapest. And they actually added Pika now. I don't know if you've seen the. So how does it work? You go on Flux, generate video. Here at the bottom, you choose which model you want to use. Pika also has explosions, which is funny. They have FX actually. So for example, I would like to use the, let's say melt, and then I use this picture. Let's melt Baba. Okay. There you can put some text if you want, but because I'm using an FX, not really needed, I guess. Or maybe it does. Melting character. Melt character. Let's see, generates. So, and it takes a bit of time, of course. So what's interesting with Krea, like I said, 10 euros, and you can actually use all the different applications. Something
That's
failed.
fabulous. I was playing with that today, actually.
Please try different prompts. What's wrong with my prompt? Melt. Normally it shouldn't even use a prompt for the FX. Well, seems to be working now. No, it doesn't. I try without. This is good. To put there. I don't know why it doesn't want it. Let's try another one instead. Squish. Squish character. Okay. No. Maybe Pika doesn't work yet because they just added it. So maybe there's an
Still
issue.
fine tuning.
Yeah, probably. On the other hand, you have Runway. If you use Runway, you can say dynamic motion of actor jumping around, whatever. Not sure what it will do, but up, generate. And you see it goes fast because it uses Runway Turbo. So here it seems to be okay. So of course with Runway, this one is definitely worth it. Luma, it's definitely worth it in this case. Minimax, definitely worth it. Kling, it's not the best version. We have Standard and Pro, but it's 1.0, and now you have 1.5, which is much better. And then you have Pika that seems to still have issues. But you're missing some features. For example, you can't do lip sync and stuff like that. On the other hand, with $10 a month, you have like 50 or 60 videos of different models. So it's actually quite it's cheap and it's worth it. In addition, you can do over 700 images with Flux, and you can use the enhancement, which is really great for upscaling and changing background. Actually, we're talking about changing background. I showed it to you in the past, Brittany. For example, let's take this one. So you have those guys. You can here in the style transfer, I want to activate it, and I would like to change the background. Background is a forest, whatever. Enhance, and it will analyze the picture and change the background into a forest. So we'll see in a second what it does. So here the video is done. So if I'm jumping from one video to the other, actually usually I tend to do like 5 things at the same time too, because you have to wait each time.
Yes.
But if you
No,
have questions,
okay.
so this one is still busy. So we can get back to the first one. So that was the one I tried to do. Here you go. You see, he's moving a little bit. He's not shooting. I
It's
want
very
him to
smooth.
shoot, but he's not shooting. But you see the movement, the sun is moving. So what we can try is main radar stand still, standing still. The zoom out is not really doing it. So let's do cinematic shots here. Then here, for example, we'll put zoom out. Because in a prompt, the order is very important. Also, what's very nice here is that you can have a first and a last. You can even have a middle now, but first and last picture, so you can change from one picture to the other. For example, if I select another picture here, it will move from one to the other. We'll see in a second. So let's go back to the other one. Still busy here. Here you go. Look.
Wow.
Did you see, Brittany? Change.
That's
So here,
insanely nice.
it's Krea is amazing for this. It's so easy. It recognizes perfectly the backgrounds. You see, it deleted all the characters, everything that is a bit blurry at the back. And I just put background is a first, and here you go.
It's amazing how it recognizes everything and does it in a split second.
I think that Krea as a whole is probably the most interesting tool you have out there, because you have Flux high quality images. For example, those are the pictures that I've done for the Lady Warrior, for Carrie. There you go. You also have something else that is an older tool they have. It's called Animator. It's that you can put different images and it will morph between them. Actually, Krea started with this. It still exists. It's cute, but it's less. So here you have the different pictures, and the quality is really great when you use Flux. Better than many other. So yeah, I like very much Krea and I use it a lot. And if you're looking for an application to have enhancement, flux creation, and video creations, animations, it's definitely worth it. Okay, so this is the animation I've just done with Runway, character jumping around. It looks funny.
It's crazy. It's so clear.
Well, it's
Hmm.
I actually have a Yarno character, like they did something like that, but very funny. So you see, you can do all of it from here, and then you can even use this picture, this video. You upload it here, and you can enhance it and upscale it. So voila. So this is Krea. Getting back here, I added the second picture. Let's generate. I will do two of them. We'll see what it does. And I will show you in a minute a new tool that you will probably not use, at least not yet, but that can be extremely interesting for making videos, making stories, and potentially making games too. I tested
Wow.
it today,
Brilliant.
but the thing is, it still lacks some features and it's expensive. However, it's really great, and I will show you in a minute after this. So let's see this one. Here you see he doesn't move because I put main radar standing still. And you see it at the end, it changed the second picture. And you see he doesn't move, but the other move and the sun moves. Like I asked, at the back radar are running and sun moving. I really like those images.
Yeah.
The color is really, really nice.
With which?
Okay. And this one looks funny. Does it respond your question?
Yes, it
Answers
does.
your questions? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Is there any other question you guys would like to ask about animations like this?
Nothing comes to mind really. I think you've covered it. What I was asking.
So I put 1 minute on hold. Okay. So what I will do, I will show you this new tool that I tested today. So I reshare my screen. And the tool is called Melis, French tool.
Melis.
Melis, yes, melis.co. And Melis is actually made to create everything to make your movie. So how does it work? First thing, you define a project. So here you can say you have an idea for a story, okay, or you want him to surprise you. I just basically took the prompt I used to create one of those images here, the one I'm using in one of the videos, and I just put it in there. And he created this story. So what he does, first, he creates the basic premise, then you can create the characters. So when you click on characters, he actually creates each character that you will have in the story with the visual. You can even add characters or adapt characters. So for example, here you have Jake Morrison. You have all the details about his profile, and you can generate again pictures. I already told the guys we should be able to add our own pictures, because if we created something on Midjourney or whatever, we would like to have that specific character, so we can add him in here. So here you would have Ruby, Jesse, or in this case, Jack. So you have details, physical appearance, his role, personality traits, blah, blah, blah. So basically his persona. Okay. Then, so you have this for each character. All this was created with AI. What I did was just push on the button and say, do, without actually reading the content first. Once you have the characters, you can go on story. Here you will decide how long the video will be. It goes from half a minute to I think 5 minutes, something like that. And then in my case, I just told him write the story. So the story here is extremely basic. He creates different scenes for the story, like a storyboard. And you have in the first scene, the atmosphere, Tao nervously enters the red pub as rock music plays. Character introduced, Jack performs on stage, Aisha watches, Miles observes critically. And then you have a conflict emerge, you have music fusion, that is the music used, the resolution of the story. And then, of course, you can change all the content. Those are going to become prompts for each scene. So basically, each of those scenes is going to be an animation afterwards. Okay. So once you have your whole story, in this case, it's very short, but you can make something much longer, you will get to the animations. Okay. And in the animations, he will actually take each time the different scenes. You will generate an image. In this case, the image you can decide which model to use. For now, it's just Flux, and you can see the credits. So I'm saying it's quite expensive for now, because 40 credits, I only use Schnell because it's 3 credits, but the quality of the image is not bad. And once you have the image, you can create an animation using, again, all the different models. You can use with Luma, Runway, Kling, same as I showed you with Krea. The only difference is that it's much more expensive for now. Okay. Once you create the animation you have here, he will create the next animation, then the next animation. And you see each time you have the prompt, and the prompt is based on what you wrote in the story. And then you have then he will create the music. So for now, it's only music gen, which is not great. But if we could have Suno or Udio, we'll be able to have background music. And it even creates the pub atmosphere and details like opening doors. Because here, for example, in this scene, you have the character entering, and in the prompt, it's written that she opens a door. So the program will create a sound of a door that opens. And once you have the whole thing, you can play it. It's how, no, wait, how do, here you go. So I will put the scene. It's a very short scene, actually. It's just, what is it, 6 seconds, the whole story. Okay, voila. So as you can see here, the animations were extremely basic, but it uses Runway. So actually, it means that the prompt itself, the prompt that was written by the AI, wasn't good enough. If
Right.
you look at here, film still, cinematic capture, etc. But you can actually adapt it. You see, you can add and adapt your content in order to create your own prompt, and then the video will, the animation will adapt based on that. And what happens here is that after that you have the whole structure, and then you can download and export all the assets. You will be exporting the different videos, the music, the images, and everything, except that you will not have the final video. You will still have to edit it. So you will not get the final version, just the assets. So this is also something I told them that they should improve. But basically, you have to imagine that this would be a solution to create all the content to have a whole story. In case of interactive gaming, like I'm doing, it's extremely interesting also because you can download all the assets separately, and then I can create my own branches. Because
Wow.
I can say, story A, this is what happens. Story B, this is what happens. For example, she arrives in front of the door. She has two options: open the door or go away. And basically, I create two stories this way. So everything is integrated, and I find it extremely easy to use, except that it's very expensive because, as you can see, when you do animations with Runway, oops, I closed Runway. Sometimes you have to do like 50 tries before you get the animation you want. Sometimes you're lucky and it's only one time, but usually it takes a lot of time, a lot of tries. And here, because you have to pay credits for each, it just become way too expensive. The basic price is $29 a month, but you will quickly go to the highest price, which is like $400 a month. Okay, so if we could, for example, integrate in here the videos that we do, for instance, on Runway. So in the character, add our own pictures, like here, and then in the animation part, add our own videos based on the prompt that is created in the storyline. This would be amazing because you will be able to actually use this as the main stage to create your whole story, and you just use then separately Kling or Runway or whatever you want to create the animations. And if you want to do music separately and use, for example, Suno because they don't have Suno, you would use your Suno and you upload it in here. Okay, so voila. So this is a tool I tried today, which I think has a lot of potential. But is missing some features, and the credit system is way too expensive for now. And yeah, questions about it?
No, I think it's a nice platform that they made. It's kind of an all-in-one instead of, because now the way it is, people are just jumping around from platform to platform. But this one is kind of nice in the sense that it puts things together. So, but I agree with you. They should let you put your own content in it too.
it will give them actually more added value, because here we're stuck with using back credits, and actually it's very quickly very expensive. On the other hand, we'll get many more customers that say, hey, I already have a Runway unlimited application app, so if I can just upload it in there, but I create all the prompts and all the content in Melis, and then I just use the resulting prompts in Runway, make the video I want, and add it back. Then you structure all your video in there. Because right now, when you create a video, well, you have other tools like LTX Studios and stuff like that. I'm not a big fan, especially if you don't work with cartoons. Well, here you can really have. It's really nice. In addition, I didn't show it. Wait, I'll try again before I forget. So here also in the settings, you can define what kind of story it is, because he will adapt the prompt based on if you are doing a fantasy story, crime, mystery, western, or whatever, and if the style is more 3D animation, cinematic, etc. So it's a really nice tool, and it's funny because it's a neighbor. It's like living 1 hour from where I where I am. So should go visit him. So that was Melis. Another tool that um, can also be very interesting. Do you know about Cove or Cove? I guess it's Cove.
No.
Okay, so this is when you create games or stories and you use AI. Normally, you start with a GPT, ChatGPT, or whatever, where you will structure your mind, and then you will start creating the prompts, etc., etc. So actually, the Melis is very interesting because it's all in there. But if you don't use Melis and you don't like the whole prompt system, like a chat, you have Cove. And Cove is actually, I will just log in and I will show you. It's also quite new, and you can use it for free. Well, a
Oh,
lot for free actually, and I will. But it has one issue. It's that it's if you put too much information in it, it gets a bit slow. Hold on, I will share my screen. So Cove, this is actually a game, a card game I'm creating for another project. Cove, actually what it does is that it creates a canvas. So you see my screen now, just to confirm.
yes.
Okay, so I will maybe do a new space. It uses different GPTs and in a canvas. So for example, here, I would like to do, and it's actually very interesting. In addition, you can collaborate on it. So you can share the link with other people and you can work on the same canvas together. So for example, here I said, I would like to create a video game about Star Wars. Up. So this is the first card. Okay, Star Wars video concept. It's a bit like Star Wars game mechanics ideas, Star Wars game development considerations, etc. So this is already the basics. Now, unlike ChatGPT, here you can change information in each card. So imagine you have each one of those are made with GPT, but you can actually change the content in there, and other people can see it. What else here is that you can add elements that you can, for example, chat about the cards. You can request edits or ask questions. So, for example, give me a list. Give me a list of different possible protagonists. Hop, and he adds in the same card well, possible protagonists: Jedi Padawan, Rebel pilot, with information, etc., etc. Okay. Then you can let's see. You can also in each, as you can see here, he gives additional suggestions. Iconic Star Wars located, add images to these cards. For example, here, he's going to add an image. Boom. He's directly taking it from Star Wars. Okay. You can add additional cards here and start with something different that will be, of course, related. You can upload PDFs and your own images. You can upload URLs and stuff like that. So basically, instead of having a ChatGPT like this, and where you can't change anything in there, with Cove, for Cove, you can have it like that. And you can also change the form in having it, for example, like a notebook, if you prefer. But
Wow.
still, you can change the content, and this is extremely interesting. In addition, you can share it with someone else, share, and this other person can also add content in there. And then you have an extension. The extension is a browser extension where you can add some stuff. Then you can even, the walkie-talkie is enabled, but I didn't use it yet. So you should be able to talk with the chat in order to add more stuff. There was also something else, if I'm not mistaken. Well, no, each time you get suggestions based on the content you already have here. So, for example, Star Wars game development considerations, technical aspects, graphics, blah blah blah, iconic Star Wars vehicles and piloting. I mean, I had it at the beginning that I started working on Rogue's Heist. I would have much more content to start to work with from the start, because he's going to take everything that I need from the internet.
Wow.
And then I put it back in canvas mode, and here you can see all the information that you have. Then I think I'm forgetting about one thing, because normally you should be able to change the GPT you're using. How was it? Wait. How did I do it? Wait, was it here? There was a place where I could change with the GPT I'm using. This is to select. Ah, wait, it was. I'm not sure anymore. Cove.ai. Cove.ai, choose GPT. Voice changing. No, that's not it. Committee OpenAI. Cove.ai OpenAI for content moderation. What? That's something else. Cove.ai. Don't you have? So those are the one I created. Maybe here something went wrong. That's not good. Question mark here. Help support keyboard shortcuts. Let's see. Undo walkie-talkie mode. Hold space. Okay, we can even try that. Select filter, pan zoom. Hold keyboard on. Hold space. Let's see. Tell me more about Luke Skywalker. No, we just made space, so it doesn't work there. Okay, this I didn't try it yet, but it just say hold space. Hold space, walkie-talkie mode, yeah. Tell me more about Luke Skywalker. Maybe it doesn't work because I'm in Zoom at the same time. Could be the reason. Let's see. Help fac. How to use Cove, present. So Claude. Couldn't find, no? I'm not sure. I think it was possible to change, or maybe I'm mixing with something else. Anyway, this is actually something that I will start definitely use, because it's much, well,
It's very quick. Yeah.
visually it's much better than ChatGPT. I know that it uses OpenAI, but I think it also uses other applications. It means you get much more easily content, and you can share the content and make it well, collaborate. So when you, for example, you want to create a video with other people, or to create the story of a game or anything, this is an amazing tool to start with. I'm sure it's not the only one that does it with AI, because I know others that do it without AI, but it's very easy to use, very simple. What do you think about it?
I think it's amazing. I'm going to be playing around with this tomorrow.
Okay, upgrade the plus. Right, let's see the differences. So $10 a month, powered by the best module, Anthropic, OpenAI, and more. And maybe if you pay, you can choose. That's possible. Unlimited spaces, unlimited viewers, unlimited editors, unlimited cards, early access to next features. Okay. That's the issue with AI. You have to pay for this tool, then for the other one, then for
I
this
know.
one. And by the end of the month, you see what you paid the whole month, and you're like, ah! But I guess that's part of the game. For now, I will be using the free version, because you can already have, like, I think three or four spaces. And with this, you have plenty enough to start with. So if you don't use Melis, for example, and you still want to make a story for a, even funnier, look, I can make a new card. New card here. Where is it gone? Wait, the add mention. Yeah, you can even mention cards between them. See, you can link the cards between them. This is also cool. So that's just the zoom. Control. Wait, what is this? Control fill. What does it do? Here you can. Wait. Add table. Mention another card. Add image. Search. Bullet. Number list. Okay. So this I don't need all that. Just explanation. What I will do here is give me a, wait, I want to make a short 5 minutes video about Luke Skywalker. Suggests a story. Look.
Wow.
And of course, if there's something that you don't like, you change in the middle, you change inside the text immediately, and then you can use this. And after that, you can start taking, for example, you make another card here, you link it, you mention the ads, and then here, write a scene about point 3, leaving home. Give also a prompt to use with Runway. I didn't try it before, so let's see. Here you go. So the twin sons, blah, 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 and you even have the prompt. And if I take this prompt, I just go to Runway. There I need to use alpha, not turbo. Up. However, it doesn't add cinematic shot and stuff like that. So this I will add myself, cinematic shot. and dynamic motion. I won't even read the rest. Let it do its stuff, and we'll see in a few seconds. So here you go. You can quite easily create stories. So for example, Brittany, if you have to create the story of a character, Melis is a very nice way to create the character trait, because in a tool like this one, what I really like is that you have actual character profiles like this. Okay. What I wouldn't be surprised to see in the near future is that you will have in Cove or Cove templates. So you could actually create a profile, a character template or something like that, because I know it exists in other applications. So you will be able to have, you want to create a video or you want to create a game or something like that. You will start by creating a card about synopsis, a summary of the story, and then you will have another card to create the different characters, and then you will have other cards to create the different scenes, and then for each scene you will have another card with the prompt to create the image, or maybe we will even be able to create the image directly in the card if it integrates with Flux, for example, and from there you get the prompt to create the different videos. The only thing you have to do afterwards is just editing the visuals.
I could also see RenderNet being a useful tool to combine with this. So Melis and the Cove and RenderNet. If you do all of this, you'll be able to just make, and it's some video generator. I feel like you could just instantly make stories with just all of these.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If you want to have a YouTube channel with stories for children or something like that, you can create here the stories. For example, imagine we're doing the Smurfs. So you write a Smurf story about Gargamel that kidnapped one of the Smurfs or whatever. You have the story. You ask it to divide into different scenes, and then you just create the scenes with Runway, and you edit afterwards. And you gain a lot of time. Of course, you have to reread to be sure that the content is good. But the great thing is that you can actually correct it immediately in there. Because usually what I do is when I work with ChatGPT, I also have Word open and I copy paste the content between them because I cannot adapt it directly in ChatGPT.
Saves a lot of time.
So, and in addition here, you can have URLs, you can add PDFs and stuff like that. So, and visually, I mean, it's like RenderNet Canvas, it's actually very good. Recenter, where's my, I recenter, but I lost, that is the one thing that is bad is, where am I now? My content.
No.
If you refresh it, does
Yes,
refreshing do anything? Okay.
let's see. Okay,
Oh,
problem is
wow.
that I didn't start in the center, so I can normally refresh. I should be able to find my, okay, let's do view notebook. So here you have up and then canvas. And no, it doesn't do it. I had hopes that it will get you back. Here you go. Actually, the others are too far away. I should, well, I don't know where they are. So there should be a button or something to recenter everything here.
Could you not zoom in and zoom out? Because I
Yeah,
know
but
in Illustrator.
I'm at the minimum actually. I'm at 25%. So I cannot zoom more than that. Zoom out more than that. So this is actually one negative feedback, I would say. Auto select. What is auto select? I don't know. Guys, where is it?
So I guess with this platform, always make sure to start in the center whenever you make
Yes.
something.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, actually, I saw where's the other one. It's completely at the other side. Here they are, you see. So I have to move them. And
Put them all together.
If I recenter, yeah, they're still at the other side. Okay, so but anyway, it's not that I'm going to keep it, but as you can see, except for that little detail, it's actually a pretty nice application. In addition, you have here the it directly creates tables and things like that. You can add even columns, skill trees. This is actually good. Skills trees and progression for force abilities. Wow, this is awesome. What else does he suggest? Oh, he's putting immediately everything in there. Look how nice.
Oh my god.
Starship battles include both space and atmospheric dogfights with customizable ships, basic maneuvers, advanced techniques, expert skills. Okay. What else? Customizable ship components and upgrades. Iconic Star Wars character portrait. Okay, let's go for that one. So here, force powers. Who's going to put some iconic characters? Picture? Yeah, look.
Oh my god.
Where did he get this image from? Even videos. He shared videos. This was done with AI. Comprehensive list of Jedi powers, canon, and legends. Okay, so he makes a link with a magazine. And actually, this magazine has an issue. But the magazine doesn't exist anymore. Interesting. Okay, and he has other examples. Yoda, the most powerful Jedi in Star Wars. So actually what he's doing, he's looking for information on the internet in order to give you the ideas to create your own stuff.
That's crazy.
Okay.
And this Cove.
Cove.ai.
Yeah.
And the free version too, right? This is
Yes,
the
free.
free. Wow, for the free version, this is really good.
Okay, this
It is, isn't it?
This was blocked. Cinematic shot dynamic motion. A young man with blonde hair stands at the edge of a desert homestead looking out at a binary sunset. In the foreground, a weathered old man in robes saying across something. In the background of the lines and hovers capture a sense of bittersweet apart. My guess is the word weathered is an issue. It's very strange how. No, it's also blocked. So what blocks it? Stands at the edge of a desert homestead looking out at the oh. So it wasn't weathered. Old man in robes hand him a silver signal. Oh, the scene is split along. I don't know why it refuses it.
Maybe the word bathed, but it's not being used in a. I don't know. Runway's kind of weird with this. I've noticed things
Yes.
that don't seem like at all like that it should be a problem. I noticed that it did that. Even I was so confused.
Actually, I think that cling sometimes even worse. The scene is warm, orange glow, whatever. Let's see. No, it's not this.
I don't know.
This is strange.
It
There's
just
no reason. Go away. Oh, no, still not. What if I just delete this part because it's too long? This is odd. I will refresh.
Is the software company itself like doing an update? Maybe it's
No,
lagging.
it's something in the prompt. There's something in prompt that it doesn't like. Man? No, no, the edge of the house. That binary, maybe. Maybe binary. Mm, binary. Yes, might be. Yes,
Oh,
binary. It
binary.
it linked it to the gender or something like that.
Oh gosh.
Hmm. Which has nothing to do because we're talking about the sunset. But yeah,
So it could be that fickle.
it can. And actually, it's interesting because it goes quite fast. So, or they updated their servers and they have more power, or we don't have many people active right now. Here we go. Whoa, that was magic. Look, he gave it to him and get another one. Well, I leave it. Up, another one. That's AI. Okay, so here, well, I mean, the scene itself is not really important, but this is just to show that with this you can create, you can have the whole IDs and you just adapt a bit like in Melis, except that here it's free and you use the tools you already have to create the images and all the visuals. Questions about that? Okay, so we've seen the 3D, we've seen the Cove, we've seen meshes, and ideas on how to start creating scripts or games or stuff like that. And then if you want next time, you can go more in depth with it. You also saw pictures of my next scene from the raiders that is going to be in the game, and I'm going to do the video with it. So those guys. This to remind you, this was the previous version, uh, and the new version will be this quality, which is completely different. It's actually very impressive to see how in less than 5 months time, it's changed so much.
But programs write itself.
Well, in this case, yes, you have AI that improves themselves. I don't know if you've heard, for example, Claude started creating its own website. So one of the programmer asked Claude to create a website. So Claude went and created a Claude's prompt to create a code in order to create a website. And it created a basic website. And then the programmer told orally, told Claude, well, this part I don't like it, delete it. And Claude just deleted the code and the website changed. So basically, in maybe a year time, you would like to create a website, you will just have to talk with the AI and it will do what you want. Oh, I want this purple. I would like there to have a picture of Luke Skywalker dancing. I would have there some a form with for newsletter connected to MailChimp with on the email address. I would like to have there something else. And that's how you will be creating websites.
Easy.
Yeah. So yeah, easier than how it is today, but still
Extreme.
to have high quality, it's you will still need someone that knows design to manage all that. Voila. So except if you would like to have to ask one last thing or would like to see one last thing, I think we can end for today.